going to...
Yeah, baby, here we go.
Substitutions, Milwaukee.
Bucks basketball. Surveys the floor to DiVincenzo.
Hey, watch the screen.
Down to Chandler. Ah, the monster stuff.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Hill into the front court. Up by 3. George Hill to Love. They'll get it down to Thompson. Scores from the post. Down to Chandler. Inside, he scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Hill to Love. Nothing going here on that drive. Love. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
The Bucks at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. To DiVincenzo. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Off the assist.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Wait on.
Got it.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Matthews stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To DiVincenzo.
Hey, double screen.
Down to Chandler. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
George Hill to Matthews. Down low Thompson. Christian Thompson with the slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Screen coming. To DiVincenzo. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. To DiVincenzo. 4-3. They were ready for DiVincenzo on that 3. Hill, deep left corner. Matthews to George Hill. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
George Hill to Matthews. With another basket there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Oh, I had him going there for a second. Gets it in the left corner. Goes to the left side. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Matthews. It's no good. Great defense.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Hill across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. Hill to Love. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. Matthews just off the mark.
For an offensive player at his magnitude, that's as easy as a layup if you're not crowding him defensively.
To DiVincenzo. Tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
George Hill to Matthews. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Here comes the screen. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. The assist from number 8.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Hill. Won't go. He can do better than that.
Okay, that's all right. You take your lumps and you move on. You did exactly what the game plan was defensively to guard a player like that.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
Substitutions. Milwaukee.
Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Matthews. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Bledsoe with it up top. Down 3. Bledsoe to Brogdon. Here's a chance from long range. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Time to shuffle things up.
Number 31, John Henson.
Rejected by Giannis. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Bucks at the controls. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe to Middleton. Cavaliers get possession.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Giannis in control of the basketball. They'll run the offense. buries it on the catch and shoot.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Sexton to Matthews. Smith to Randolph. To Matthews. Sexton. Matthews. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
To Adetokunbo. Denied at the rim. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Brogdon. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
The shot blocked by Adetokunbo. Sexton.
Don't stare him down like that.
Jordan Bell with the dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. First quarter is complete. The Cavaliers with the lead. One of those games, every shot seems to be going down. Only 1 quarter in the books, Jay. Defensively, what needs to be tightened up?
It was great to watch, and both teams were on fire. But, Ed, let me bring you inside one of the huddles. These teams are fiery. I heard one player say, we got to draw a line. We got to fight. We got to continue to compete. Get up in somebody's face. The effort will be there in the second quarter.
Cavs with 4 to shoot. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
To Middleton. To Bledsoe. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Cashes in for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Curling inside. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
The assist from number 34, Giannis Adetokunbo.
Sexton to J.R. Smith. To Clarkson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Bucks take down the board. Brogdon goes to the right side. Adetokunbo to Brogdon. Bledsoe to Brogdon. Adetokunbo. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Bucks have it. Bledsoe with the basketball. They're down 3. For 3, they have to keep him in their grasp.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Bucks basketball. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Bledsoe shot off the mark. Sexton to Randolph. Here comes the screen. Smith to Colin Sexton. Clarkson to Colin Sexton. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The follow won't go either. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Not only does he have the frame, not only does he have the speed, but they called him the young bull for a reason. Let me bring you back to a game where he played against Minnesota. Multiple kids on his team when he played for Alabama got hurt. There were only 3 players for Alabama to play on the court. 3 versus 5. Colin Sexton had 40 points and almost led his team to a victory. That's how easy he makes it look scoring the basketball.
New blood coming in for both sides. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Trying to cash in. Second effort. Turned away by Bell.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Cleveland has the basketball. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Bell to Matthews. To Clarkson. Step back jumper.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Giannis with it up top. Down 4 to Bledsoe. Has a chance. He connects off the step back.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Sexton to Matthews. Oh, he had him there for a second. Matthews to Colin Sexton. Clarkson to Matthews. Has a look. Matthews unable to get it to go. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 2. Adetokunbo to Brogdon. Jumper's good.
I got to give a lot of respect to Malcolm Brogdon. He got Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago, but I think he flew under the radar. It's a lot more difficult in that second year when scouting report gets very enhanced. Let's see how year 3 works out.
To Clarkson. Here comes the screen. Clarkson. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Knocked loose. Cavs have it. Randolph to Colin Sexton. To Clarkson. To Matthews. Trying to cash in. Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often. The Bucks at the controls. Inside, he scores.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Clarkson to Colin Sexton. Nothing going here on that drive. Sexton to Clarkson. Shot misses there by Clarkson. A lot of contact. No whistle. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Now a whistle. And Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 5, J.R. Smith. Into the game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 22, Chris Middleton.
Sexton to J.R. Smith. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Cavs at the controls. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Greek Freak for 2. Can't connect. Sexton over to the right side. Matthews. Bledsoe with it up top. Trailing by 4. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Cavaliers with the basketball. George Hill to Matthews. To J.R. Smith. It's denied by Giannis.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Bledsoe with the basketball. They trail by 2. To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo. To Bledsoe. To Adetokunbo. Bledsoe drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Hill into the front court. Down by 1. Curling inside. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Adetokunbo to Brogdon. No love lost. It's Love with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Ball in possession of Cleveland to Love. Shot from the lane won't go.
As a great player, I would love it if somebody guarded me that way. I get guarded that way every day in practice. You know what we call those? Dummy workouts.
The assist from
Hill across the timeline. Down 3. Hill to Love. Matthews. Straight on look to J.R. Smith. George Hill. They'll get it down to Thompson. The shot turned away by Henson. 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
number 26, Kyle Korver. Subbing in for the Bucks, number 4, Tyson Chandler. 1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Bledsoe to Middleton. That pass stolen by the Cavs. Thompson to Korver. Has a look. Korver's shot misses. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. Hill into the front court. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Bledsoe to Middleton. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Trying to cash in, gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there, lets it fly.
The assist from number 22, Chris Middleton.
That misses with 3 seconds left. So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando as we go from Jay to Jalen. It's Jalen Rose with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Bucks are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Cavaliers are within striking distance at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth. in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Eric Bledsoe was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Hill across the timeline. His guys now trailing by a point. Tristan Thompson with the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
There's a reason they call him the Greek Freak. With his ball skills, pretty good. With his height, 6'11". His athleticism, 40-inch vertical plus. And he's most dangerous in transition, which is probably the reason why he had an MVP caliber year with career highs in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage.
Bledsoe to Brogdon. Scores from the post.
This offseason was the summer of Giannis. He discovered so much about the American culture, even some of the sweets. And I see his game has gotten even sweeter.
Matthews to Love. Matthews to Korver. Bucks at the controls to Bledsoe. Middleton. Probing the defense. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Hill into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Love. He's looking for that touch.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Hill across the timeline. 5-point game. Hill knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Count it.
To all the fantasy players out there, how do you not take a guy like Chris Middleton? He gets you points, rebounds, assists every night. And, by the way, he's second only to LeBron James in total minutes played last year.
George Hill to Love. To Korver. From long range, you need a brick wall to defend this guy. One of the best in the game, Kyle Korver.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
To Adetokunbo. To Brogdon. Down to 5 on the 24. Giannis shoots. Almost, but no good. Cleveland has the basketball. Matthews to Korver. Here comes the screen. Korver to Love. To Korver. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. From the painted area, won't go down. Hill into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Runners good there.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Korver to Matthews. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Middleton. To Brogdon. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Now a step back.
Giannis reminds me of Kevin Durant, and obviously their relationship has evolved even to the point where publicly KD gave him advice, and that was to play for himself. If you think about the similarities, KD playing at OKC before he left for a bigger market in Golden State could be similar to the fate that of Giannis. But Giannis is a guy born of Nigerian parents, from Greece, loves small market towns, has a crack in his cell phone, likes to push a shopping cart down the aisle like anybody else. But it doesn't matter because the lights can shine bright for wherever Giannis decides to play.
Giannis with it up top. Leads 3. Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. With another basket there.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Cavs at the controls. Hill to Love. Fires the 3, and Kevin Love, no hesitation. It's the catch-and-shoot 3.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
Here comes the screen. Offensive board. And it's Hill with the rebound. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead is 2 to Antetokounmpo. Nothing going here on that drive. To Bledsoe. Shot clock winding down to Middleton. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Cavaliers with the basketball. Clarkson to Korver. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. A lot of contact, no whistle. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Clarkson with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Giannis with it up top. Leads it. Bledsoe slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Korver. Nice swat that time.
And it's not just about blocking shots. It's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
Inside, he scores. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Clarkson to Korver. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Another shot stays out.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Smith with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Tough make through traffic.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Bledsoe with it up top. His team up by 7. Down the lane to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Clarkson with the basketball. His team down 9. Beyond the arc for 3. Misfires. It's no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Bucks basketball. Antetokounmpo. Probing the defense. Has a chance. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
To Clarkson. They'll get it down to Thompson. To J.R. Smith. 4-3. And a putback slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Giannis in control of the basketball. Up 5. Here comes the screen. Smith into the front court. He'll run the offense. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
First try, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. DiVincenzo, strong finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Clarkson with the basketball. They trail by 7. Clarkson to Randolph. To J.R. Smith. To Randolph. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Bledsoe at the basketball. Leads 5. To Antetokounmpo. Here comes the screen. Antetokounmpo. 5 seconds to shoot. And that one out of bounds off a buck. Cleveland has the basketball. Clarkson to Corver. Here's a chance from long range. He buries it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Screen coming. And the slam. Gets off the three. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Bucks in front. It's been a compelling game so far.
All right, let's bring it back.
Substitutions, Milwaukee. Subbing in for Cleveland.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe. He connects with the step back.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Clarkson to Colin Sexton. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
From the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended, but Kevin Love still hits it from three.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Bledsoe, add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Matthews to Love. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To Milton. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Cavs at the controls. Sexton to Clarkson. Here comes the screen. Clarkson. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Clarkson with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. They dared Kevin Love to beat them, and he did with the trifecta.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. Love to Colin Sexton. Bucks at the control. Brogdon to Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Matthews. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Team foul number 1.
Clarkson. Love to Clarkson. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton to Love. For three, rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Screen coming. No Love lost. Kevin Love with the denial.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Middleton. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. Matthews to Clarkson. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And that one out of bounds off a buck. So this will stay with the Cavs. Clarkson. To Colin Sexton. Love to Colin Sexton. It's good, and one.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Bucks at the controls. Here comes the screen. Take stock of the floor. Bledsoe. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. To Brogdon. Lets it fly from long range. Shot clock violation. Trying to cash in. That's no good. To Bledsoe. And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Nope. First one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton to J.R. Smith. Bledsoe with it up top. Up by 6. Whoa! What a finish!
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Sexton to J.R. Smith. To Colin Sexton. Goes to the left side. From long range. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Nothing going here on that drive. Works it. To Adetokunbo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Sexton to J.R. Smith. Sexton. Fires the three. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. Here comes the screen.
I got your help.
The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. Korver to Colin Sexton. To J.R. Smith. Deep left corner. Fires the three. Oh, he just continues to pour it in from downtown. He's 6 of 7 from 3.
This is probably the time that you adjust your defense, maybe play some zone, maybe a box someone, or maybe just double team.
Beyond the arc for 3. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot. Bledsoe. 4-3. And the rebound taken by Thompson. Cleveland has the basketball. Smith. Now a shot by Thompson, no good. To Adetokunbo. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Sexton. Here's a chance from long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Substitution being made in this one. And away we go. Here comes the screen.
Put a roll. Wait on it.
Bledsoe.
I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Matthews. To Hill.
Yep.
Short jumper stays out.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
Cavs at the controls.
Got you.
George Hill to Korver. Going to launch beyond the arc. You need a brick wall to defend this guy. One of the best in the game. Kyle Korver.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Here comes the screen. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws the defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
Goes to the right side. For 3, buries it.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Hill across the timeline. Leads 4. Here comes the screen. Hill. Christian Thompson with the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Bucks basketball.
I got ball.
Adetokunbo.
Yep.
Sizing up the defense.
Wait on it. Stop.
Lobs it up. Pass stolen by the Cavs. Matthews to George Hill. Inside, he scores.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? With the step back.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Have to be careful inbounding the basketball. But good anticipation by the defense.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Corver. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, they've come roaring out of the gate in overtime, breaking this game open.
And you got to give some love to the strength and conditioning coach for this team. All the off-season, preseason workouts have ultimately led to this point.
Here comes the screen. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Matthews. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Brogdon to Adetokunbo, and he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Corver from long range. And he knocks it down, Jay.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason. But let's not get carried away.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Giannis flushes it home.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
John Henson up to block the shot.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
George Hill. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Hill into the front court. Up 6. Hill to Love. George Hill to Love. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Fires the three. That one also no good. Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Adetokunbo. That misses with 3 seconds left. The Cavs are...
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.